Peace and blessings, everyone. I'm at a park. And there's a group of mentally challenged people up here. I guess they brought out, to be out in the, in the weather, amongst the trees and animals and whatnot. And just in general, in observing people, I wonder about their world, as in their perception of the world, their reality. And so that is increased more so when I look at people who are, mentally challenged. And, I marvel and wonder at, exactly, what their world is, what their experience is, what their reality is. And I guess, basically generally held that they are lacking in a perception of this world and an understanding. But that still doesn't really speak to their experience internally. And what it is they're seeing and feeling, observing, knowing. Even when they exhibit externally some traits and actions that are counter to what is considered normal, still you have to marvel about maybe how close could it have been where I could have been in their world and they could have been in mine. We could have switched places. Just that whole realm, if you will, of mental disorders and things of that nature. I've often thought of wanting to go and visit, psychiatric hospitals, psychiatric wards, mental institutions, to observe the people. Like I said, it's just their world that I'm so interested in. It could be way deeper than we realize. There could be something that's even greater or more beautiful even that we realize. Like I said, we generally look down on it in a way, like I said, because they're not normal. They don't do normal things. Sometimes they act out in ways or violent ways, but you still don't know exactly what it is inside, what is going on. I just took note of and thought of something, because in the backdrop of this group of mentally challenged people, there's a golf course and there's people golfing, right? And over here, there's this man. I don't know what he's doing. He's just with his car. He's over in the parking lot. Look like he's walking around his car looking for specks of dirt and wiping them off. And then as he went to go leave, he got in a car and he kicked off the dirt on his shoes. He was kicking his shoes off. That's if he was going in a house or somewhere and you kicking the dirt off, you wipe and kick the dirt off. Well, he did that. He's got in his car. And so I started thinking of this idea of these so-called mentally challenged people and not being cognizant of their surroundings, cognizant of the reality and cognizant of this world. And I was wondering who it is really in essence that is missing out on this world. Who is that really is not understanding this world and their surroundings? Is it this group of people who we deem mentally challenged? But like I said, in some aspects we look down upon because we feel they are less than us because they are not normal? Or is it this group of people who are over here golfing on a golf course, doing what they what they deem is enjoyable, this recreation sport, not cognizant of this beautiful weather and everything around them, these trees, this existence, we're going to golf. Or this guy over here who spent the time walking around his car. He had dress slacks on and like a polo shirt. Or like he's on lunch break or something. But he's up at the park, but he's not within the park. He's in the parking lot. Like I said, he spent at least 20 minutes walking around his car, picking up, wiping stuff, picking off stuff. And then, like I said, he got in his car and wiped off his shoes, kicked off his shoes like he had to get the dirt off and keep from going inside his car. And then there's you. So then I ask, again, who really is it that is not cognizant of their existence? Truth bless everyone. Peace and love.